So I have this new light, as you can see. I'm like super lit up. And I'm excited to use it because, well, it's a new gadget. Who doesn't love new gadgets? So anyways, welcome to 2021, guys. I hope it's been great for you. For me, it's been a little bit, well, I don't really have any words for it. As we all know, things are still crazy, and that's all I can really say about that. I don't really have any words of wisdom about that. Hopefully I do have a few words of wisdom though for you. I have been talking a lot about going back on NSNG. And I mean, that is what I've been talking about for years. That is, literally years now, because originally I started NSNG at the end of 2017. I kept that weight off for about a year and a half, and then I got pregnant. Normally, I really did have a goal to keep that weight off during pregnancy, except obviously besides the normal pregnancy weight. But I did not reach that goal. I did gain a lot of weight, and then after I had her, this happened to me with Abigail too. After I had her, I lost a significant amount of weight, like most, a lot of the baby weight, but then I gained it back with breastfeeding. I don't know who these special people are that loses weight during breastfeeding. Great for you, not me. I gain it, and that's fine. Then the pandemic hit. So, not only did I not lose the baby weight, I gained more. That's my story. That is what happened to me, and that is okay. I'm taking responsibility for it, and I kind of just went on and off of it for, the whole year, basically. Except I think like the beginning of November, I was like, screw this. I think I'm just going to, eat what I want. Not like go hog wild and everything, but just eat things, whatever. And then brain fart. This happens to me a lot lately. Beginning of the year, I'm gonna go and start NSNG again. And the good thing about this is I have my husband as a partner, and I'm really excited about that because he has goals too. So do I. We have a lot of things going on this year, changes that we want to make, and things that we want to do. So together, I really do think that we're going to accomplish those things. But my main thing that I wanted to talk to you all about on here is about wellness, because I don't think we saw a whole lot of that in 2020, and I want to see a whole lot of that, more of that in 2021. And so I asked some people, actually I asked a few people, what does wellness mean to you? And I got some various answers. I think one of my favorites though was about balance. And while that term is used an awful lot, I'm talking about, work-life balance, work-life, it's not what I mean, home, work, balance, mamahood versus taking care of yourself, all those things. It never really, balance doesn't work, because there's gonna be times in your life where you're more focused on one thing, and then other times you're gonna be focused on another. And so it really got me thinking about, I don't know, some of you follow Rachel Hollis, and she talks about balance versus being centered. And I think that is attainable. But being balanced and being centered, being at peace, and just generally feeling good, is a definition of being well. And I've thought about wellness, and you know, when someone says to you, be well, my friends. I mean, I've heard that so often lately. And I'm like, what does that mean? What are they telling me to do? Like eat more vegetables or like be more happy? What are they saying? And I think, and it's very subjective. That's ultimately that is my conclusion is it's super subjective. I got a scratch on my nose. It's super subjective and you're not going to get a real answer. I mean, the same answer from two different people. So one thing that I can tell you about wellness is that when you're eating well, meaning not filling your body with garbage every day, going out to eat and, you know, foods that weigh you down, you do feel well. And that's a big thing. So I'm just excited. I don't truly know. There's not really a theme to this particular video because I'm just super excited to be back on the train. And I've been on this, not like I just started again yesterday. I've been on this for about a little over about 3 weeks. And I can say I'm going to be super like just transparent with everybody, and because I want, you know, the more information that you guys have of me, the better. So I've been on this for about 3 weeks and I have been stepping on the scale a couple of times and I am down 10 pounds and I'm so excited. It feels so good. You know, my clothes honestly aren't even really fitting that differently yet because I was shoving myself in them. I'm like, I refused to buy a bigger size. And that is sad. I was just at a point, I was at literally the biggest I've ever been. So even though I lost 10 pounds, I still have a lot to go, but that's okay. Like I already feel good. And this just all ties in to being well because I have little auxiliary things that like are starting to feel good. You know, I'm like work is going a little bit better for me. Not that it was going bad, but you know, you start to get in a fuzzy headspace and things aren't working right. And you start missing a few things, but then, you know, I've put my policies, or not my policies, my systems and my strategies back into place to make sure I don't forget those things and I don't like miss. And then my anxiety is better and just a whole bunch of stuff just falls into place when you're taking care of yourself. And I'm not saying it's NSG because that just is what works for me because I know people personally that have been successful on other plans. It's just, this is what works for me. This is what sticks for me. And I know if you take 2020 kind of out of the picture and maybe my pregnancy, but those are those not crazy, but different circumstances. Well, 2020 was crazy, but different circumstances like being pregnant and pandemic. So like if you take those things out of the picture, like NSG, I found something that worked. So I am going to be going through this with you guys, you know, like I said in a couple of videos before, or I don't even know if I posted it. I know I made a video that's saying that I want to go through it with you this time, not after I did and just give you tips. I'm in the trenches with y'all and I'm doing it. And this time, like I have a 4-year-old, you know, last time I had to lose weight. I say the craziest things. Like last time I lost weight was, Abigail was 18 months. So like I didn't want to experience things with her. Not that I didn't. You all know what I mean. Like I wanted, like now she's older and like her 5th birthday will be coming up in a couple of months. Like I'm going to have a piece of cake probably. Maybe not even a piece of cake. I don't really dig those things anymore. But you know, whatever she's having for her meal at her party, if I even have a party, that's a whole nother can of worms. I think y'all know what I mean though. that word balance again. I want to make sure that I'm going along the right way. I'm not going to be too strict on myself. I mean, day to day, it's going to be that. And I'm going to set goals and I am going to allow myself certain situations and a certain, whatever. It's just going to be my life. And this is the way that I'm going to do it. But yeah, I'm doing it and I'm excited and I feel good and all that stuff. So I really hope you guys join me in this journey, and I really hope that y'all don't mind my big fat mess in the background. It's just the way it is. So come along, let's have some fun. I'm gonna give you guys tips along the way. I just realized like it literally looks like I have no shoulders because of the way I have shoulders, I promise. They're right here. But look. I don't know. I do have shoulders. Okay. Well, that is it. And I think I've covered everything I wanted to say. There's gonna be more videos very soon. Have a fantastic day. Are you gonna do it? Because I'm gonna do it. Let's do it together.